Thomas Morrison, affectionately known as Tom the Bottleman, in Brunswick, Maine. For over a decade, Tom has been a familiar figure, walking miles daily to collect returnable bottles and cans. Despite personal health challenges, including a heart condition that required a pacemaker, Tom's commitment never wavered. When his essential bottle cart was stolen in late December 2024, the Brunswick community rallied, raising funds to provide him with a new, improved cart. This heartwarming story showcases the profound bond between a man and his town, highlighting resilience, generosity, and the impact of collective goodwill. In the quiet streets of Brunswick, Maine, before the town fully awakes, one man has already begun his daily journey. A familiar figure to many, he moves steadily, his cart in tow. His name is Thomas Morrison, but to the people of Brunswick, he is known simply as Tom the Bottleman.
See this barrel? It's got my name on it and everything. But see, you know what I do? I take this. Right now, instead of taking this bag out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump it in my big bag.
For more than a decade, Tom has walked the sidewalks, parking lots, and back roads of Brunswick, gathering returnable bottles and cans. With each step, he carries more than just his cart. He carries a lifetime of memories, struggles, and unwavering determination.
I've been doing this since, I'm going to say, at least 10 years anyways. My wife got me into it.
We met at midnight. I had just moved my stuff back up here from Georgia. I stopped in front of him, and he was sitting under the light, and it looked like an angel was sitting there.
First time I met her, I said, wow, white hair. She was slim, and she had green eyes. And I said, I'm going to marry her. And I did.
I was mesmerized by his eyes, and we just kept staring at each other and smiling. A couple months later down the road, he gave me my first kiss. And then 2 weeks after that, it was, will you marry me? I heard myself say yes, and And then we got married
We got married the 23rd of October
2010.
down in the community room. 15 years.
I tell you what, we spent more time in our marriage laughing and being funny and all that with each other and doing stuff that, you know, you don't normally do when you're in your 60s. Well, like going out bottling, walking and bottling in our 60s. I like it when we walk to town sometimes, have me on his arm, you know.
After we got married, she said, honey, you're bored. Why don't you go out and collect bottles? She didn't expect me to do that all this time. Collect them just for the fun of it. Sometimes they give me money and sometimes I don't get nothing. Sometimes I get probably $4 or $5 sometimes when I go all day. I do not ask for money or nothing. Now I see people out on the road, they stay out there all day and they collect money with a sign. Sometimes when my wife's out there with me, I said, honey, they ought to start doing something like what I do.
We don't use that for housing, and we don't use that to pay our bills or storage or anything like that. If we're hungry, you know, when we run out of our food stamps, we use that to back up on.
Tom has never been a man of excess. His work is simple, but vital to his daily survival, and to the rhythm of the town itself. He is a quiet fixture, a steady presence, moving with purpose from sunrise to sunset. And though he may walk alone, he is never truly alone.
Hi.
His routine is a well-worn path, sidewalks outside local businesses, neighborhoods where familiar faces offer a kind word or a spare can. He collects, he organizes, and when his cart is full, he makes his way to the redemption center, where his efforts become dollars. Small earnings, but enough to keep him going. Behind his steady pace lies a quiet struggle, and the burden of a heart condition that once threatened to slow him down for good.
We'll find an inhaler at the house. That's why I stopped, because my breathing. Because I got COPD. I had concussions and stuff like that. I got problems up here mentally. It affects me a lot. I've been through a lot of surgeries.
I've had to go to the emergency room several times. He'd call me up, Mom, I'm at the emergency room. And I'd find a way to get down there before I had the car. I had the police officer come and get me, take me there. I just pray every time, Lord, please watch him. And please help him get home safe. All the time. They helped him when he had this pacemaker put in. I didn't know that we was getting help. And I called Tom up, and I get on my tablet, and I see all these sayings everybody's saying about Tom, wishing him this and that, doing his surgery. I sat there crying, looking at it, and I called him up while he was in the hospital, and I read everything that was wrote. And Yeah, they raised up about $6,500 for him. We were surprised.
I was crying in the hospital. They told when I come out of surgery, they told me, and I was crying. Maddie was there too, and I was crying. I feel like crying now because of how they treat me and my wife. I mean, I am very grateful. I don't know how to repay them.
I just spotted you down there. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Take care.
Good day.
You too.
In the winter of 2024, something happened that shook Tom's routine to its core. His cart, his most essential tool, was stolen. A devastating loss for a man who depends on it to make his living. For many, it's just a cart. But for Tom, it was everything. It was his independence, his livelihood, his constant companion on the road of Brunswick.
One day, Maddie called, said it was an emergency. And so I left my car right there and went down to the house and took her. And the next day when I went out, the cat was gone. I called Maddie.
He called me hollering, upset. Somebody stole my car.
Well, before I called Maddie, I called Brunswick Taxi. They was talking to other people to see if they'd seen it.
And then something remarkable happened. The town took notice. News of Tom's loss spread quickly, and within days, Brunswick responded, not with pity, but with action. Donations poured in, small contributions from strangers, neighbors, business owners, people who had seen Tom's quiet perseverance and felt compelled to give back. A fundraiser was launched, and in no time, enough money was raised for a new cart. Sturdier, more reliable, built to last.
The next day, we had a lady call me and said, don't say nothing to him, but I want him to know that I ordered a great big gorilla cart from Amazon. I said, you did? She said, yes. And she said, the town is helping just to do this for him because they all heard about it.
And when the day came to present Tom with his new cart, there were no grand speeches, just gratitude. A simple act of kindness given to a man who had never asked for anything.
I did not know what was going on.
I didn't say a word.
I guess they called Maddie and told her. I didn't know nothing about it.
And then she called Tom and let us know that we needed to come down there to the Brunswick Taxi.
Went up to the town taxi place because they give me bottles too.
She took a picture of us outside with this cart.
I like the way Tom is always, well, pretty much always positive. He always has something nice to say.
We see Maddie quite a bit as well. They'll come through and they'll have breakfast here. And sometimes when we're really busy, they like offer to help out. I don't think we've taken them up on it, but they're really, really help. They're really sweet. They always, just want to know about us.
Broadway Deli bought Tom new boots.
They asked me if I need boots, and I said yes. And I said, my wife does too.
And I was like, what? I couldn't believe it.
Well, it started with when the first winter that Tom was coming through here a lot, we noticed that he was just wearing regular hiking boots or sneakers. And Mom had recently broken her leg and had gotten really into ice bugs, which are these boots that have the studs built in, so you don't have to do any extra, it's not like another brand where you have to pull one on over your shoes. So it's a lot more convenient. It's a really easy slide on in a zipper. So we had started talking to him about those, and they have walking shoes with these studs on them. So Mom had said, why don't we try to raise some money to get some, because she's really been an advocate for them for a while. He loved the idea. He was really, really thankful. And I just put a post out on Support Brunswick on Facebook, and people really came out of the woodwork. I had people Venmo me, which was pretty amazing that they trusted me with that. They just really wanted to support a good cause. And people would come in here and donate, and we paid for those boots very, very quickly. And yeah, so it was really nice that we were just able to be the middleman for that.
Yes.
And now he wears them all the time. And I believe that he's gotten a second pair, and Maddie's got a pair.
I believe
over
so,
the past
too.
few years. Yeah, so it's been pretty great to be able to help that, facilitate it.
Most of the time he doesn't talk, but a lot of times he'll just say, how are you doing? He'll come out and have a little bite to eat. And is just really polite and a sweet guy, really sweet guy.
I wanted to get my school bus driver's license, so he talked to me about that because he used to be a bus driver. So we've gotten to know each other a bit over the last few years, and when they've been kind of down and out because they've had a lot of health issues over the past few years, Mom's been great enough to make extra soup and things like that I'll bring over for them just to help out. So just a caring relationship. And he's just such a nice guy, and Maddie's so sweet. So just good community members.
There it goes. That's Maine wind. Well, I'm going to have to tie it down now. We got plenty of room. There you go. Wood. Well, there's some more. See, I got good people. You didn't realize that, did you? I'm 67, Maddie is 70, and she goes out once in a while with me, and she brings the car around.
I help him with the car. If he needs me, I go run to him, and we get the car stopped, and we take it to the redemption. I was doing it pretty much when he did. I just can't run out there like I used to.
I would start from over 6 or 7. Sometimes I don't get home till way past the supper time. I do it almost every day, 7 days a week, mostly. I'm out there sometimes in the rain, sometimes in the snow. I'm helping the community, we both are, and that's what we're doing. Right now, my hips, my knees. I think I ought to go home and rest. You can tell. The legs are tired. All I have to do is relax. That's all I have to do. I don't push myself. I'll sit down right here.
Tom never set out to be a symbol of resilience, but that's what he became. He never sought attention, but attention found him. In his quiet way, he had shown a town the meaning of persistence, of humility, of the strength that comes from never giving up. To many, Tom is more than just a man collecting bottles. He is a reminder that every person has value, that no job is too small, that dignity is not measured in wealth, but in the way we live, the way we endure, the way we keep moving forward, no matter the weight of the cart we push.
I am very pleased with how Brunswick's treated me, because to me, my wife and the community has helped me a lot.
I just want to thank you all, Brunswick, and everywhere who was kind to me and my husband. And we sincerely appreciate it.
I think that more than caring about people, and I thank them all for doing what they do. Sometimes I like to cry when they give me stuff. I thank God for that, and have Maddie with me. I thank them a lot.
That's me.